¿Qué tal, amigos? Welcome to Game of the Week of the Cashmere Soccer League. This time is Panteras against Central Air United. There's the whistle. We are in business with Central Air United in Make That Baby Blue, or Columbia Blue, as they say at Eastmont, going from left to right, and Panteras FC in kind of a cool-looking combination of purple and pink, going from right to left. There's Joya, the goalkeeper for Central Air. Central Air with a diminished contingent here, only 7 players, facing a Panteras squad that brought basically everybody but one name to the party. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be a throw-in, the quick touch upfield by Panteras. On the move, the shot that time by Miranda. Ball goes a little wild there. It will be a goal kick for Central Air. Central Air coming into this fray in 5th place with 2 wins and 2 losses, a total of 6 points. Panteras showing up today at beautiful Christ Center Soccer Field in Cashmere in 7th place with 1 win, 1 tie, and 2 losses, a total of 4 points. So a win would do wonders for Panteras' aspirations and be a big help to help him climb out of the lower spots on the board. There's Joya with the stop. Jimmy Fernandez. Omar Solis. Sandoval Jesus. Across midfield. The push-up field connecting. Solis. Recovered by Panteras. Miranda. Opening the game up. Right side. Doesn't quite work. Recovered. Sandoval. Upfield. Good connection. Solis. Second try. Mejia. Shot across. Rejected. Miralda. Fajardo. Good combination. Inside the box. Good hook. A little too generous that time to shot across when it would have been easier just to fire a goal. The shot clanks off a defender. Buenrostro and Wall. Miralda. Wall. Back to Joya. Opening the game up to the left side of the defense for Oscar Mejia. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be a throw-in for Central Air. Choosing Joya. Joya surveying the territory. Stopped by Desercio. Panteras on the move. Rios. Ball goes out of bounds. Oh, no, it stays inbounds. It's a free kick. I stand corrected. Rios. Not a major worry for Joya. Joya choosing right then left. Sandoval. Across midfield. Whistle on the play. It will be Central Air ball as Sandoval finds himself on the business end of that encounter with a Panteras player. He's trying to walk it off. Roberto Marroquin in charge of the action goes to check on him. Buenrostro on the free kick. Buenrostro. Omar Solis. Jimmy Fernandez. The push-up field to the right side looking for Wall. Connection doesn't quite work. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be a throw-in for Panteras. There's the throw-in. Oh. The wind begins to wreak havoc here, folks, but we'll manage. Buenrostro the shot. Buenrostro the stop. The second try. Sarabia on the stop. Pivoting header. There's Wall. A bit of a nutmeg. Fajardo and Wall. Wall and Fajardo. Yours, mine, yours. Tack. Rios. Wall on defense. Under siege. The outlet touch for Solis. Whistle on the play. Foul called. Solis tending to his right foot, trying to walk it off after that challenge from the Panteras player. Buenrostro. Joaquin Buenrostro. Solis can't quite wrangle that one. Mejia on the second try. And ends up at the hands of Raul Sarabia, the goalkeeper. Marroquin getting out of the way. Buenrostro. Mejia. Mejia. The takeaway by Miralda. Trying to help out for Central Air Solis. That one is Wall. Wall. Good clear challenge. Ball goes out of bounds. They're looking for a handball call, and they're getting a handball call. Buenrostro. Off the touch by Fernandez. The long ball for Jesus Sandoval. Ball goes out of bounds. Jesus Sandoval is still walking, moving a little bit gingerly from that challenge early on. Buenrostro. Buenrostro. Easy on the elbows there. The push-up field. It's going to be Sarabia ultimately. And Sarabia keeping quite busy here in the early going. Still no score. Sergio. Good move. Finding Fajardo. The shout is one more, and one more man to beat. But that man refused to be denied and sent it to the throw-in. It's still Panteras' ball, though. The shot across. Good opportunity. Miralda whistle on the play. And there was a shove inside the box by one of the Central Air players. Make that one of the Panteras players. The quick run. There's Central Air. The shot! And a no-doubter from the left side by Omar Solis. Gives Central Air a 1-0 lead. 7 minutes of play, and the short-handed Central Air jump ahead to take a 1-0 lead here in Cashmere. This moment of the game brought to you by La Tortuga Loca, proud sponsor of Cashmere Soccer League action, delivering beautiful, delicious, scrumptious food in the heart of downtown Cashmere. So whoever thought this was going to be easy pickings for Panteras didn't check with Central Air, because now they're ahead 1-0 despite being wildly outnumbered. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 players are here for Panteras. 7 are here for Central Air, and Central Air is ahead 1-0. There's Goya on the stop. Opening the game up to the left side for Mejia. A soft touch by Solis. Sarabia on the stop. Off the touch to the right side. Hernandez. Asking for it on the left side is Fajardo. Fajardo has to relocate. Will he get back there in time? He will not. Throw in for Central Air. Buenrostro. Trying to thread the needle. Interrupted. Not a whole lot of clarity on the touches by Panteras. They need to realize that there's still quite a bit of time. There's a good opportunity. The shot, the chipper, and the stop. Omar Solis trying to surprise Sarabia with a bit of a chipper, and Sarabia answering the call nimbly. Buenrostro. Buenrostro. Taken back by Parra. Recovered once again by Buenrostro. On the right is Wall. Instead he chooses left. There's Solis, the shot! And that is a 2-0. 2-0 lead for Central Air. A right-footed shot puts Central Air ahead by 2 here in the 10th minute of play. Something to be said about surprises in soccer, because we're witnessing one right now, folks. Panteras in dire need of scooping up a few more points, and instead they find themselves on the business end of a 2-0 score. The goal that time was Omar Solis, so that's a brace for Solis in the 10th minute. There's Solis. Plenty of time for him to keep collecting goals. Solis inside the box, leaving Sarabia behind the touch. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. A good combination from the right side. Shot to the heart of the box. But it could not find the foot of Oscar Mejia. That was a very good opportunity for a third goal for Central Air. Quick run down the side. On the right side is Heriberto Rios. The shot across into the sky. And the stop by Joya. Joya and Jesus Sandoval. Back to Joya. Wall. Personal maneuver. Buenrostro waiting. Wall on his own. And it's Dircio sending it to the throw-in. I have to say, we've made a lot of noise here about how outnumbered Central Air is today, but I have to say that the 2-0 lead so far quite deserved. They've brought a whole lot more danger to the gate defended by Sarabia than Panteras has to the gate defended by Rudy Joya. Hernandez connecting. The triangulation doesn't work. Buenrostro stopped at midfield. Sandoval insisting for Central Air. Sandoval trying for one, going for two, connecting with Wall. Stopped by Reyes, back to Wall. Can't quite find a partner for that particular venture, and the stop by Sarabia. Montalban. Hernandez, ball goes out of bounds, says the referee. It will be a throw-in for Central Air. This moment of the game brought to you by Central Air Solutions, proud sponsor of Cashmere Soccer League action here in the spring season. Sent out of bounds. It would be a throw-in for Central Air. The frustration beginning to mount in the faces of these Panteras players. Joya surveying his territory, right-footed shot way upfield. Solis, Mejia, Buenrostro, Wall, good combination. Solis. Will it be a corner kick or will it be a goal kick? It looks like it's going to be a goal kick for Panteras. 12 minutes, 42 seconds into this one. Central Air ahead of Panteras 2-0 in game of the week here, the Cashmere Soccer League. Defensive effort by Buenrostro. The shot. Oh, my goodness. What? Did that make it in? Nope. That stopped right at the line, says the referee. That one tricked Sarabia. A good reaction by the goalkeeper on the second try, because that one slipped right under him. Sandoval. Fajardo. Trying to scoop it is Heriberto Rios. That is Heriberto. On the mark is Wall. Not exactly clearly. With an elbow to the face. Rios. Fajardo Andri. Good combination. Heriberto Rios. The heel touch. A bit of a collision there. Obstruction. No. Referee says play on. Sandoval Jesus. Buenrostro. Wall. Sandoval waiting, asking for a second. Good combination. Wall, the touch to the back. Right-footed touch by Solis. And the block that time by Wilber Montalban, sending the ball to the corner kick. Good communication between the players of Panteras, by the players of Central Air. We saw Wall capture the ball from Sandoval. Sandoval telling him, wait for me. Taking off down the flank and allowing that combination to happen. Corner kick for Central Air. The touch. The chilena by Wall. Good effort. The bicycle kick that time. Buenrostro. Taken back by Heriberto Rios, trying to sail past the marker. The heel touch by Buenrostro works as he was surrounded by pink jerseys, but the heel touch bounced off one of those. There's another one. Sandoval and Wall. Sandoval back to Wall. Is he going to get there first? It's going to be Sarabia diving to make the stop. 15 minutes, 3 seconds into this first half of play. Central Air ahead of Panteras. 2-0. Panteras. Fajardo. Trying to set a bit of a slower tempo that time. The shot. Looking for Heriberto Rios. First down at the hands of Rudy Joya. Sandoval Jesus. Combination across the center alley. Jimmy Fernandez. Always Fernandez. Wall. On the mark is Reyes. Wall. Across the center alley to the left side for Omar Solis. Rejected. Is he going to keep it in bounds? He is going to keep it in bounds. Oscar Mejia. Substitution now for Panteras. It looks like it will be Nestor Orellana entering the contest. Buenrostro. Solis. Taken back by Edgar Hernandez. Across midfield. There's Orellana. Back Hernandez. Off to the races now. Fajardo. Joya. Personal maneuver. Come back, say the Panteras players. It's worrisome when Joya goes outside the box, but he seems to know what he's doing. The long kick upfield, not a major worry for the man himself, Rudy Joya. Sandoval. Directing traffic. Buenrostro. On the right is, as always, Wall. Buenrostro choosing left for Omar Solis. Taken back by Panteras. 17 minutes, 4 seconds. Panteras trailing by 2. De Circio. The through ball. Edgar Hernandez looking up. Bit of a chipper there. Responsibility of Jimmy Fernandez with more urgency than style to the throw-in. It will be Panteras' ball as we approach the end of the first half. Central Air 2, Panteras nothing. There's the throw-in. Miralda. Backtracking. De Circio. Shot across. Not a major worry for Buenrostro. Wall. Personal maneuver. Battling with Fajardo. Fajardo prevailing. Buenrostro trying again. Stopped at midfield by Reyes. Down the flank is Mejia Oscar. There's the throw-in. Pass Sandoval to Joya. Waiting for on the right side is Fernandez. Instead is Buenrostro up the middle. The long kick upfield. Trying to find Wall header that time. Whistle on the play. Let's see what the referee says. It will be Central Air ball. Free kick. Joaquin Buenrostro to take care of it. Miralda. Opening the game up to the right side. And the hands of Joya. Mejia on the screen. Buenrostro can't quite wrangle it. Miralda. Backtracking. For De Circio. Miralda. Finding Sandoval by mistake. Trying again is Reyes. Bouncing off Mejia. Ball goes out of bounds. It should be Panteras' ball. Almost 20 minutes. We're at the edge of the break. Miralda under siege. The heel touch. Reyes. Reyes approaching the top of the box. It's Arellana, the shot, and it sails over. That's a fairly close opportunity for Panteras, one of the closest ones we've seen from them for this first half. It is 2-0 Central Air. Joya bleeding a few more seconds off the clock. As a substitution occurs, it looks like Wilber Montalban has entered the contest, number 12 for Panteras. A quick run. Solis, and Sarabia. It'll be interesting to see, even though it's not like brutally hot out here, whether the wear and tear of the first half will sort of take a toll on, oh my goodness, a bit of a mistake there, and Joya has to come out and clear it himself. It will be interesting to see whether the tired legs will play a factor in the second half. Edgar Hernandez. Sandoval. And the stop by Joya. Miralda on the shot. 21 minutes almost. Just seconds shy. Sandoval straight up the middle. Finding Solis. Solis off to the races. Looking for his third. Solis on the Marquez Rio. Solis, the shot. The stop. Wall. Watch out. Heads up. Here comes. And Orellana battling for it. Ball goes out of bounds. 21 minutes 20. It should be a throw-in for Central Air. Fernandez Jimmy. Over the head of his teammate Mejia. Recovered. Off to the races is Edgar Hernandez. The shot across doesn't work. Sandoval. He's had a good game, Coach has. Sort of like patrolling the backfield for his short-handed troops. Off to the races is Fernandez. Oh, off the face of Miralda. Free kick. It will be Sandoval. The header doesn't quite connect. Heel touch by Montalban. Trying again is Sandoval. The half volley. Oh, that would have been a beaut. That would have been the third for Omar Solis. He gets himself a nice high five from Coach Sandoval, and that's how we close out this first half with Central Air ahead of Panteras, 2-0. We'll be right back after this break. All right, folks, it is time for the second half with Panteras doing their thing from left to right, and Oscar Mejia manning the gate for Central Air from right to left. We have now that they've traded jerseys, Oscar Mejia and Rudy Joya. Oscar Mejia wearing Rudy Joya's red shirt, and Joya wearing Mejia's number 9. Other than that, everything remains the same with the score 2-0 in favor of these short-handed but definitely, most definitely game bunch of Central Air players. Panteras with a full contingent here, 14 players. There's a shot, and a diving stop by Mejia, sending the ball to the corner kick. Lovely sunny day, a bit too windy for my taste, but you know, it's May, so it may get warmer, it may get colder. That's why it's called May, or so I heard in the encyclopedia. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be Central Air putting it back into action. Sandoval and Mejia. Mejia, and there is Rudy Joya with his first touch as a field player. Buen rostro. Stop that time by Heriberto Rios. Hernandez. Miralda. On the mark is Joseph Wall. He gets there first. Ball goes out of bounds. Throw in for Central Air. Sandoval Jesus. Joya. Buen rostro. Buen rostro. Over the head of three markers. Solis. Solis, the shot. Solis. And the bumpy terrain almost plays a trick on Sarabia, the goalkeeper for Panteras FC. This moment of the game brought to you by Rent and Go Trailers LLC, proud sponsor of soccer action here in the spring season of Cashmere Soccer League. Off to the races now. Rios. Across midfield. Can't quite find a taker. Ball goes to Sandoval. The long push-up field. And Sarabia. Who's the fella in the black shirt, everybody? Thank you very much. Esteban Gonzalez. Wearing a black shirt for Central Air. So the first player that could be considered a sub, above 7 players, arrives. He didn't bring a shirt, but he's pretty easy to identify. Mejia on the stop. Joya. Joya. Buen rostro. Back to Joya. Gonzalez, a bit too tall of an order there. Joya regretting and berating himself a little bit. There's Gonzalez still catching up to the shot across for Solis. Ball goes out of bounds. It should be a corner kick for Central Air. Four minutes, 11 seconds here in the second half of play. The shot across lands at the feet of Dircio. Dircio, Claudio Parra. Dircio. Battling for it is Joya. Ball goes out of bounds, throwing for Panteras. Parra. Ball goes out of bounds. Some trash talking going on here. The header. Miralda sending it over the crossbar. Mejia. Gonzalez. Buen rostro. The wind beginning to pick up. Joya. Sandoval. The header that time by Claudio Parra. Buen rostro on the recovery. Solis. Buen rostro. Sandoval. Wall. Wall pushing it upfield for Gonzalez. Gonzalez. Buen rostro. Good takeaway by Panteras. Fajardo. Fajardo. Personal maneuver, the shot that time by, it looked like Heriberto Rios. Not a major concern for Mejia. Mejia and Wall. Wall and Gonzalez. Gonzalez. Bit of a battle there. Buen rostro trying to clear it out. Buen rostro. Who's going to get there first? Him or Hernandez? Buen rostro and Joya. Joya. connecting that time with Solis. First stunner is Desircio. Response by Hoya. Wall sending it to the throw-in. It will be Panteras' ball. 6 minutes 36, second half. Panteras trailing 2-0. Parra. Solis. Hoya. Rios on the final touch. Ball goes out of bounds. Referee says it was Hoya who sent it out. Miralda. Miralda trying to shake off Wall. The shot across and the stop by the goalkeeper Mejia. Mejia and Gonzalez. Gonzalez. The push-up field looking for Sandoval. Response by Desircio. Across midfield. Miralda. Miralda. Turning back. Handball called on, looks like Wall. It will be Panteras taking care of this free kick. Heriberto Rios. The shot cleared away by Mejia. The header trying to push it. The shot out of bounds. Let's see what the referee says. The referee says substitution for Central Air. Looks like Jimmy Fernandez will re-enter the contest. And ultimately, it's a goal kick. Mejia and Sandoval. Under some pressure. Back to Mejia. Rios. Rios. Referee looking for the whistle. Non-forthcoming. Now there's a handball. And it's a handball on Panteras. Because there's Gonzalez who's starting the action. For Wall. Wall. Pushing the pause button. Back to Mejia. Mejia with the long ball. Trying to find Fernandez. First is Gonzalez. The shot across into the bright blue sky. Sarabia will take care of this goal kick. This moment of the game brought to you by CW Painting. Honesty, integrity, and service. Interior, exterior, residential, and commercial. Claudio Parra. Across midfield. Hernandez. Back to Parra. Stolen by Hoya. Hoya connecting with Buenrostro. Buenrostro and Jimmy. Jimmy Fernandez. Trying to find Hoya. Can't quite do it. Throw in forthcoming for Panteras. Miralda. Bit of a collision there with Wall. Miralda still on the ground. Now action stops. Beginning to get a little rough here. The long through ball that time. Off to the races is Desircio. Desircio on defense doing the Lone Ranger thing. Now he gets some help. Off to Parra. First stunner to Sandoval on the response. Fernandez. Parra. Desircio. And just sails away from him. Throw in for Central Air. 10 minutes, 13 seconds into this second half of play. Hoya of the throw-in by Sandoval. Hoya and Buenrostro. Buenrostro right-footed shot and to the birds. Time for a sip of water, folks. I apologize for the dead air. A quick push-up field. Panteras looking for that first tally that could change perhaps the level of aggressiveness they've shown so far. We've seen Mejia tested indeed, but it's still Sarabia who's had the busier afternoon, in my opinion. Gonzalez. Gonzalez. The quick push up field. Joya combining with Wall. This could be interesting. Wall, the combination back to Gonzalez doesn't quite work. And you could hear the disappointment in Mr. Wall's voice. 11 minutes, 41 seconds into this second half of play. Central Air 2, Panteras nothing. The wind continues to howl. DeCircio. Across midfield. Edgar Hernandez, the shot and the stop by Mejia. Mejia rolling for Gonzalez. First runner is DeCircio. The touch. Fajardo. Fajardo. 2 for Panteras trying to recover. Joya. Joya. The through ball. Wall. 1-on-1 with Sarabia. Sarabia gets there first. DeCircio. Edgar Hernandez. They're looking for more numbers. Shot from behind. It will be a free kick for Panteras. There's the shot. Not a major concern for Mejia and company. Substitution coming for Panteras. It looks like it's number 19, Nestor Orellana, getting some more playing time. Mejia. Joya. Joya. Buenrostro. Fighting with Fajardo. Fajardo prevailing. Collision whistle on the play. Foul called. It will be Panteras' ball. Fajardo surveying his territory. Rejected by Jesus Sandoval. DeCircio. DeCircio trying to shake off Wall. He does. DeCircio. Heriberto Rios. Heart of the box. Rejected. Sandoval. Buenrostro. Joya. Fernandez Jimmy. Sandoval. Sandoval. Fernandez. Off to the races is Wall. First stunner was Fajardo. Fajardo and DeCircio. DeCircio. On the mark is Fernandez. Fajardo. Ball goes out of bounds. So lots of effort, lots of touches, but not a whole lot of clarity in this stretch of the game. We haven't seen, it's been a little bit since we've seen both goalkeepers really tested, but it's still plenty to play for. We're pushing the 15th minute of play, so a handful of minutes at the very least. And a lot could happen in a short stretch of time. Corner kick. Across everybody. Over the head of Fajardo. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be a throw-in for Central Air. And it is Sandoval. The header by Wall. Can't quite get there. Battling with Solis. Sandoval. Buenrostro. Buenrostro with plenty of room. Buenrostro. Plenty of time and space. Shoots straight up the middle. Looking for a handball call. Yes, indeed. And it will be Panteras putting it back into play. (15 minutes 43). Gonzalez. Whistle on the play. Foul called. There's Gonzalez. Orellana. Fajardo. There's Erwin Fajardo now. First under to Sandoval. Can't quite clear it. Fajardo once again opening the game up. To the left side for Nestor Orellana. Finds himself in some trouble. Gonzalez takes it away from him. Gonzalez asking for it on the left side is Wall. To him it goes. Wall. Bit of a battle with DeCircio. Bit of a sandwich there. Wall asking for it is Solis. Solis clears one out. Solis the shot. Solis! And that makes it 3-0. It's a hat trick off the foot of Sarabia and into the net. 3-0 Central Air. 17th minute, second half. And now it starts to get late really early for Panteras here. Buen rostro. That may just be the final nail in the coffin here. 3-0 the lead for Central Air. Wall, the quick run. Wall. Let's see what the referee says. It looked like it's just going to be a goal kick. Sarabia will take care of it. Nope, he's going to yield. He's going to yield to Andor Orellana. To the other number 4, Jesus Sandoval. Buen rostro. Solis. Battling with Orellana. Colliding with Orellana. Whistle on the play. Panteras ball. 18 minutes 15. Rios. Fajardo. Back to Rios. Shot across and the stop by Mejia. Gonzalez across midfield. Solis rejected. Back to him. Solis, Wall. Andor Orellana and ultimately Sarabia. Buen rostro looking for Wall. Andor Orellana sending it out of bounds. It will be a throw-in for Central Air. 19 minutes 9. Buen rostro. Gonzalez, the half volley. Sails a little wide. It will be a goal kick for Panteras. Let's see if the wind allows us to do this. It will. How about that? With this score, if this score were to hold, and with we have a. Looks like Mejia got his hand stepped on. He seems to be doing okay. Joya, if this score were to hold, Panteras' record would drop to 3 losses with 1 win and 1 tie. Shot across. And Sarabia with a bit of difficulty there. And it's ultimately Montalban saving it right on the line. Andor, Solis, Sandoval, and Sarabia with another bit of trouble there. Still not being able to clear it out. And their point total would stay at 4 points. Central Air, on the other hand, would accumulate its 3rd victory to go with their 2 losses. And they will go up to 9 points. Through all that time. And Mejia collects 20 minutes 59 seconds here. So 1 more trip around the clock for the second hand. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be a throw-in for Central Air with Joya taking care of it. Joya. Sandoval over the head of Andor Orellana, connecting with Solis, and Sarabia getting there first. Solis on a Bit of a hard fall there, but he seems to be doing okay. Sandoval. First runner is Reyes. Andor Orellana. Andor can't quite catch up with it. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for Central Air. 21 minutes 44. This one is almost done here, folks. Central Air ahead of Panteras, 3-0. A quick run. Erwin Fajardo. Panteras still trying to break the shot out. Fajardo. Marked by Sandoval and Joya. Whistle on the play. Joya doesn't agree with that call. And it will be a free kick for Panteras. May well be the last play of this match. Central Air 3, Panteras nothing. Hernandez the shot. And the header. And that one sails over the crossbar. And there's the whistle that tells us that this one goes into the books with a victory for Central Air United over Panteras by a score of 3-2. We'll be right back after this break. Welcome back. We have just witnessed Central Air United pull off a 3-0 victory over Panteras. And next to me is the man responsible for all three of those goals, Omar Solís. Omar, bienvenido, welcome. Y dígame, ¿cómo enfrentó el equipo este partido sabiendo que iban a tener muchos menos hombres? How did you plan for this match knowing that you were going to be outnumbered playing against Panteras?
Sabíamos que iba a ser un partido difícil.
You knew it was going to be a tough game.
Tratar de mantener la posición de la pelota
Try to keep possession
y meter las que tuviéramos.
and try to cash in on the chances that we had. ¿Qué significa para ustedes el haber podido recolectar estos 3 puntos? What does it mean to you to walk away here with 3 points?
Es bueno para el equipo,
It's good for the team.
para seguir escalando en la tabla
To keep on climbing on the standings
y darnos confianza para los siguientes partidos.
and increase our self-confidence for the next games. Was there something that Panteras did that gave you trouble? ¿Hizo algo Panteras que los complicó en algún momento?
Claro, tienen jugadores muy rápidos,
They have very fast players,
muy fuertes,
very strong players.
y eso en un partido es clave
In a game, that could be key.
para poder parar nuestras ofensivas y ellos crear sus oportunidades.
To stop our offense and create their own chances. So surprised at your own performance, scoring all 3 goals. ¿Le sorprende haber anotado todos los goles hoy día?
Sí, gracias al equipo
Thanks to the team
por las asistencias
for all the assists.
y las que tuve, se dio la chance de anotarlas.
And I had just the chance to score a few goals. ¿Qué necesita mejorar el equipo de aquí a la próxima semana? What does the team need to improve on between now and next week?
Que sigan llegando los jugadores
More players need to show up.
para tener un poquito de aire,
To have a little more oxygen, a little more air.
más cambios y
More substitutions.
con eso pienso que...
And that would be enough. That was Omar Solís, who scored all 3 goals for Central Air and their victory 3-0 over Panteras. On behalf of everyone involved, I'm Sebastián Moraga saying thank you for being with us. We'll see you next time.